The value of good counsel. As government stimulus measures begin to taper off and the real impact of the pandemic begins to emerge, financial counsellors and accountants have a joint role to play in helping clients get back on their feet. By Helen Hawkes. For many individuals and business owners, the COVID-19 pandemic continues to provide a rough financial ride. While government stimulus and support measures have shored up some bank accounts temporarily, it is expected that the real impact of COVID-19 will not emerge until mid-2021. It is then that many public practitioners may find themselves helping a growing number of clients who are seeking advice not only on tax or investment matters, but also on dealing with mounting debt. In such instances, many practitioners refer clients to financial counselling services such as the National Debt Helpline, which took more than 130,000 calls last year alone. Financial Counselling Australia coordinates this helpline. CEO Fiona Guthrie says, "We were faced with a group of people, for example those in tourism, who never thought they would be in a situation in which they wouldn't have enough money. Tony Carr, CPA, who recently completed a one-year RMIT Diploma of Financial Counselling, will be among the 800 financial counsellors nationally to provide face-to-face services to the next wave of pandemic casualties." Retiring after 55 years as an accountant, Carr hopes to employ his financial skills in the community and believes many accountants with a philanthropic bent would like to do the same. Financial counselling isn't just about sorting out clients' finances, says Carr. The rewards come from the success of helping a person get on their feet. Financial counsellors often support clients free of charge as they make changes to their living expenses and address debts. The services are provided by community-based agencies such as Anglicare or the Salvation Army and funded primarily by the federal and state governments. For practitioners, being aware of the availability and nature of financial counselling services may be crucial to helping clients who are likely to run into trouble, says Carr. The role of financial counsellors is broad and may include negotiating payment arrangements, explaining the pros and cons of bankruptcy, sourcing legal services, or explaining what debt collectors can and cannot do, says Fiona Guthrie. Financial counsellors can also ensure that clients have up-to-date taxation records, especially if they are needed to apply for government assistance, adds Helen Davis, General Manager of the FCA's Small Business Bushfire Counselling Support Line. However, financial counsellors don't actually prepare the records. That is the accountant's role. Davis says, "Financial counselling is a free service that works with people who have debts they can't pay. We can spend time with people, listening to their concerns and supporting them to be emotionally ready to engage in difficult discussions like bankruptcy or liquidation." She believes there's a good opportunity for financial counsellors and accountants to complement each other's services. Our skill set is helping people work through debt scenarios, and that frees up the accountant to use their professional expertise to the most value. However, she also believes it will be helpful if accountants considered referring a client who is likely to struggle with a debt load to a financial counsellor sooner rather than later. She says that the FCA does receive referrals from the Australian Taxation Office, as well as lending institutions, and she also refers on clients to accountants for tax matters. Pauline Pickering, FCPA, a partner at Globe Accounting in Warwick, Queensland, has referred nearly 30 clients to the Rural Financial Counselling Service of Southern Queensland. The support financial counsellor Michael Faig has given our clients cannot be underestimated, she says. While COVID-19 has provided a number of challenges for our farmers, the drought early last year saw many in financial difficulty. We would have farmers come in who didn't have a crop coming up, couldn't sell their cattle, and were thinking about going to the bank and extending their overdraft. While we would talk to the bank, we could refer them to Michael to see what sort of assistance or grants they may be eligible for. While we try and assist our clients any way we can, and within their budget, we are running a small business as well and need to cover our overheads and staff wages. A service that we can refer to, like the Rural Financial Counselling Service, is invaluable to us. Besides assisting with grant applications, the Financial Counselling Service has also helped clients with issues such as cash flow budgeting, says Pickering. In what some would consider the accounting space, Michael has also talked to clients in difficulty about whether they need to restructure and succession planning. But I believe we should all be working in the best interests of the client, and I know that when their business gets back on track, they're going to come back to us and need our services. Recently, Pickering also had the opportunity, through CPA Australia, to study to become an accredited mental health first aider. She says, "This is a course specifically designed for financial service professionals and gives us some skills to assist clients that may be suffering with mental health issues connected with financial distress." Jan Barnard, a former policy advisor for CPA Australia, now trains SMEs and not-for-profits in business management and counsels business owners in financial distress. Financial literacy is an important and often overlooked aspect to managing a business, she says. During 2020, Barnard, CEO of Financial Management Trainer, assisted SMEs with accessing government grants, helped businesses develop recovery plans, and liaised with assistance agencies. She says, "Businesses in northeast Victoria lost the whole of the summer season and about 70 to 80% of their annual revenue. When it came to COVID-19, they did not have a buffer." Barnard says public practitioners have some of the skills to help people with debt issues or recovery planning, but professional accountants wishing to undertake a role as a financial counsellor should complete the Financial Counselling Diploma course and register with their state association.